The stars blinked silently outside the cracked viewport, distant and indifferent. Commander Rian Devor floated in the dim emergency lighting of the wrecked scout vessel Echo 9, his breath shallow beneath the hiss of failing oxygen scrubbers. Sparks flickered in the air, dancing like fireflies in zero gravity. Somewhere behind him, coolant leaked in a lazy spiral of glowing mist. The mission had been routine. Chart a rogue exoplanet near the Kistari belt, scan for resources, and return. What they hadn't anticipated was the gravitational anomaly that had snapped their stabilizers, like paper, or the sudden appearance of the vessel that now hovered quietly beside them, smooth, seamless, and black as obsidian. Inside the Echo 9, all systems were dying. Only one cryopod remained intact. Of the crew, only Rian was still conscious, though fading fast. And then she appeared. Not through the airlock. Not via teleport. She was simply there, standing in the corridor of the ruined ship, like a phantom summoned from stardust. Her skin shimmered a shade between opal and violet. Her eyes held galaxies, literally. Twin spirals spun slowly in her irises, hinting at intelligence older than Earth itself. Her presence was neither threatening nor gentle. It simply was. Rian began, coughing. Blood floated upward in perfect red beads. She raised a hand. Don't waste what little time you have asking questions you already know the answers to. Her voice wasn't carried by sound waves. It was more like a thought that chose to sound like a voice. Smooth, clear, undeniably female. Her lips moved almost theatrically, as if for his benefit. You're not human, he said. And your ship is dying. She glanced at the dying console. So are you. Rian let out a weak laugh. Nice of you to drop by then. She floated closer, effortlessly navigating the weightless chamber. Her movements were elegant, like someone who had never known gravity. She leaned in near his ear, her breath strangely warm in the cold air. Let's not waste a second, she whispered. Suddenly, his vision blurred not from blood loss, but from something else. A flash of white light pierced his senses. The failing Echo 9 dissolved around him. For a moment, there was only silence. No pain, no pressure, just endless white. Then, gravity returned. He stumbled forward and caught himself on solid ground. Ground, not metal plating. Soil, grass, a sky with 2 suns and no clouds. The scent of ozone and something sweet, like blooming citrus, filled the air. Rian spun around. The alien girl stood beneath a twisted crystal tree, watching him with mild amusement. I transferred us, she said casually, as if she had teleported groceries instead of a half-dead human. Where are we? A safe place. Somewhere your species won't reach for another few centuries. Rian looked down. His wounds were gone. The blood was gone. He touched his ribs whole. His lungs drew full, clean breaths. Zids, ziz, zids. 666 s 666 septillion, 666 sextillion, 666 quintillion, 666 quadrillion, 666 tisticillion, 666 is 160, 106. You healed me. I reconstructed your pattern from the last moment your ship's memory captured you. She tilted her head. You're not the original Rian Devor. You're an echo. He froze. I'm a copy? A very good one. She stepped closer, brushing a hand over his chest. You feel pain. You think. You are. Rian stumbled back. Why? Why go through all this? Her expression softened, and for a moment the stars in her eyes dimmed. Because your ship sent a signal before it failed. A signal only my kind can hear. A message that read, we tried to reach the stars. We tried to survive. She took a step forward. Admire that. Most species collapse before they even try. So this is some kind of memorial? No, she smiled. This is a beginning. He blinked. Of what? She leaned in again, her face inches from his. Of us. His heart skipped. Us? I chose you, she whispered. You reached farther than most. Even at the edge of death, you still hoped. Ryan felt something stir in his chest, not romantic, not primal, something ancient. A sense of connection that transcended form or species. You could have let me die. I could have, she said, then smirked. But let's not waste a second. The sky shimmered. In the distance, towers rose like glass vines from the horizon. Other beings, not human, not quite alien, either moved with purpose beneath their glow. She took his hand. Come, there's much to learn and less time than you think. As Ryan stepped forward into this strange new world, one thought echoed in his reconstructed mind. The ship may have failed, but maybe that was the point.